Good morning. Today is September 30th, 2024. Camping up at Perkins Clearing. Been up here for 4 days now, 3 nights. I just got to take down camp and I head to speculators this morning, maybe towards the afternoon. And I'm working today. I can work from camp though because I have my laptop and I have plenty of bandwidth that's going to expire I think midweek this week when my phone renews, and you get 10 gigabytes of um, shared data per month for using the Wi-Fi remotely. The whatever you call it, the tagging or whatever. But at any rate, it's a nice morning. It's foggy though. It was very foggy when I first got up. I'd be in more of a rush to take down camp if everything wasn't soaking wet. But I figure I'll work from here. You have my laptop, my cell phone. It's just the same as being in the office, really, because you work remote. I mean, tomorrow I gotta be in the office in person because I got actual meeting to go to, but in person. But today is going to be a remote work type day. So yeah, it was fairly colorful this weekend. Although the colors are pretty faded this year because it was a very dry September, and then we got heavy rain up here north. Well, during the week before I came up here, so that knocked a lot of the leaves out, and they just kind of turned brown more than they did really brilliant colors. It's weird because there was no color in Vermont, or very little, last weekend when I was camping there. And now I'm up here and it's like everything is, peak color to past peak color. It always happens this way. When I get back to Albany, it'll probably be all green again. But yeah, I always set up the screen tent here, even if the bugs aren't that bad, although they were kind of bad this time because of still a lot of mosquito type bugs around that have been nipping. So yeah, camp's pretty much the same. Have the hammock. This camp's like it's kind of hot, especially with the bright sunshine um, during the daytime. But whatever. It's actually good because it was I didn't bring enough shorts and stuff because I didn't expect how warm it was going to be, especially Friday. Today's gonna be warm too. It's gonna be in the 70s up north here. But even when you have these warm days, though, come the evening into the morning, it gets cool very quickly. The temperature drops off and it gets dark at 6:45 or so because it is the end of September. But yeah, I'll just walk around campsite. Yesterday I hiked up Pillsbury Mountain. I was going to ride back to Little Otter Lake and then hike that back there. But I got a late start. I got up reading and because it's the end of the month, so I hit some books out and I smoked a little cannabis. And yeah, I just kind of hung out. Um, Saturday I went up to Indian Lake, checked out the Moose Festival. Wasn't a lot, just a lot of vendors. I mean, there's events mostly for kids, and I just, I'm not really into all the events thing. But I ended up riding back to Pine Lake. For some reason, I thought you could ride from Chain Lake Road back to the Essex Lakes, but you can't because there's no bridge across the Cedar River. But it was still nice riding back to Pine Lake because there's still a lot of the old roads are in pretty decent shape, so you can ride them pretty good. Bike's doing good. I do need to replace the front crankset. I let the chain go too far. I put a new chain in cassette and crankset on there in May, and I thought, oh, it'd be good to replace it at the end of August. And I got to the shop, and like, nope, you got to replace everything. And I was like, oh, I don't need to do that. And I had him put a chain on there, and of course, right away I knew that the cassette needed to go. And now I know the crank is shot too. But I'm doing my own work now on the bike. It's faster and saves money, and it's just annoying. I'm gonna try to keep up with the chain, but it's like I go so many miles, 1,000 miles on that bike is like, especially the summer, it's like every 2 months. And you're supposed to put a chain on it like every 750 or so. And it's like, it's just tough to keep up with all that shit. But hopefully doing my own maintenance now, it'll be easier to keep up and won't have the delays of having to wait for it to get repaired. So I got my flags here. I got my Second Amendment flag. I should get one with like an AR-15 on or something because I don't think most of what a Molot Lab means, but whatever. Fucking New York. Got my cannabis flag. I like this. I actually didn't. It was got it for free because I ordered it on Walmart when I had to buy something else for Walmart. I needed $35 to get the free shipping. And the flag said, "Oh, we're not going to deliver it on time," so I canceled that order. They let me cancel it. And then I opened up the mail this week, and the flag was there, and I didn't have to pay for it because I canceled the order. So that was cool. But yeah, it's you can see foggy, still kind of colorful. It's nice to be up here. The last time up here at Perkins Clearing though for the year. Because I mean, next month we rent the real estate forest maybe once or twice, and then I'm thinking about doing a trip out to Charles Baker. I want to ride some of those trails before they close for the season. They close October 31st, so you can still ride the roads in the winter. And actually, I kind of prefer riding the gravel roads and some of those horse trails. They're so mucky and wet, and they're rough. And I like riding gravel more than I do, the real rough trails. Plus, I always hear about breaking spokes and stuff on this bike. I've certainly broken a few spokes. That's another thing. That's one of the things I gotta learn how to do is do spokes. I mean, I have the cassette puller. I just find it confusing to get them the right thing, and I don't really have a touring wheel, although I know there are ways you can kind of work that yourself. But I gotta get better at bike maintenance because I'm going so many miles on that bike. I can't just take it to the shop. Not only just the money thing, but just you take it to the shop and they have it for a week for some stupid little repair, and then they charge you $100 for something you can do in 5 minutes. So that's stupid. But yeah. And I got to change the oil on my truck. I haven't changed it since December because I don't drive that many miles. But Lily had put a lot of miles on it. And again, I could take it to the shop and pay them to do it, and they'd have it. But that takes time. By the time you dropped it off the shop and have to wait for it to pick it up and pay for it, it's like, especially this truck that's lifted, I can actually just crawl under there, and as long as I can get the stupid oil plug loose and the filter, which sometimes get really wedged on there. I can do it pretty easily, so I might do it. And I got the spare oil, and it's a good fire starter. Don't tell liberal that I burn it, but yeah, I gotta pull some cans out of the fire pit. I burned them just to clean them up, so there wasn't food residue on them, and I'll take them home and recycle them. Unless you burn them too, they smash down well, so they don't take as much room in the recycle bin. I just put it in my parents' house. But yeah, it's been great weekend. It's good to get away from it all. I still want to have that cabin. I'm still talking about it, still researching it and the land, but it's just tough living in Albany, finding a place close to it. I don't really want to build in Albany. I got to talk to one of my buddies about the gun laws in New York, and it's such bull crap, but I get angry about it, but there's nothing I can do about it. I mean, the thing is, I'm just focusing on making money, saving, investing. I'm doing well this year. I mean, the investments did really well. I had to increase my tax withholding because I was making so much money, which is great. But someday I'll be able to do this professionally. But right now, at least, I have the option of remote working this fall. So, I'm remote working when I can from the wilderness and just kind of enjoying it, relaxing. And it may not be the same as having a house out in the woods, but if I'm getting away, 4 days out of the week, that's still pretty good. Most people just can't do that, but with my job right now, I do have the ability, just use my laptop, and I have the solar on the truck, and then I have, the mobile bandwidth. I can, stream over that. And surprisingly, doing data work, you think, oh, that'd be a lot of data you have to use, but actually it's less than like when I was doing processing mailers and, like stuff where you actually had to do a lot of back and forth correspondence. The data is, it's text based. So, it's list, and you just, because the files are compressed, they really don't take up much space. Plus, they keep giving you more and more, shared mobile bandwidth through the phone plan every month, which is nice because, bandwidth has come down so much in price. But yeah. I'm just let the camp dry out this morning because even though I take it down, I don't want to take all the gear down wet with all this fog. I didn't expect to be so foggy and wet this morning, but it was. But once the sun comes up, it should dry out nicely. And then, as I said, I can work from here for the morning, and then I'll go to the library, work down at the speculator library till 5, drive home, get home by 9, or well, by 7, get things unpacked, get to bed by 9, and then I got to ride to work and go to work tomorrow in the office just because I have meetings tomorrow, and they're actually in-person meetings, so you can't really avoid being actually in person. I get shaved, look nice for that, but whatever. It's been a fun weekend. And in the past 3 weekends, I've spent all camping outdoors, or camping in the woods, and remote working from there just because I can. But yeah, have a great day, everyone. Have a great week. Hey, bye.